Hi, my name is Will and I work with the Maine Mobile Health Program. Today we're going to be talking about a fit test for colorectal cancer screenings. Right here we have the whole kit. There's a vial with a little strip of paper on it. There's a cap on it as well. There are these two pieces of tissue paper that you're going to be defecating onto. You're going to be pooping onto them. That's where your sample is going to sit in the toilet. If you roll out the piece of paper on the tube, you can write your name, date of birth, and the day that you're performing the exam. This is really important so we can know which sample belongs to whom. Once you're done, you can roll it back up onto the body of the vial. It'll stick. There you go. It's all set. Now, there's one other piece that we need to think about here. Once you're done with the exam, you're going to be putting it into this little plastic slip so nothing happens to the sample. The other part of the vial is this top, and in the cap, and be careful because there's water inside the tube. You don't want to spill that out. Once you undo the cap, there is going to be a stick. And on the stick, there are these little ribs. Right, there are the ribs there on the end of the stick. That is what is going to be touching the sample, the poop, when you actually perform the exam. Make sure you do not put too much sample onto the ribs. All right, let's tighten that up right now. Now we're getting ready to do the exam. Here's the tissue paper again. On the tissue paper, there are these two little strips that is going to fasten the tissue paper onto the head of the toilet. So that's one strip. We're going to get the other strip out. It's going to make both sides sticky. There you go. It's the other strip. Now both sides are sticky. So we can raise the lids of the toilet up, both lids up, and then we're going to put the tissue paper onto the head of the toilet. Right now I'm putting it a little bit too tight just to illustrate that once you fasten it, you can readjust it later. So right now it's pretty tight. That is not what we want because we want the sample to be able to sit down below your rectum, below your bum, without touching the water. If it touches the water, the sample will not be good. So that looks a little bit better. We'll see how it goes. My hand is pushing it down right now. I think that's okay, but we could do a little bit better. So I'm going to open up the lid again and then readjust the tissue paper. Here we go. All right, that looks a little bit better. Beautiful. Good to go. Now, the important thing is just to do what you do when you go to the bathroom. Have a good time. All right, now that we've done defecating, pooping, we're going to undo our vial. Be careful again not to spill any of the contents out of the vial. This is our little wand here, our little stick. We're going to put the end of the stick into the sample in 6 different locations. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. Be careful not to get any clumps in there. Be careful that none of the sample is a little bit wet. Once you're done that, you can let the tissue paper and the sample soak in the toilet. Now we're going to put the little vial into the safety pouch. Now that it's well sealed, we're going to make sure that it's well sealed. Put it in there, and then we're going to take off this little strip of paper, and then we're going to seal the little baggie. Look at that, about ready to go. Now that the tissue paper is soaked, we can flush it down the toilet with the sample. Close the lids, y'all. One thing to keep in mind is we don't want too much material on the end of the stick. This is a good amount of material, and make sure that it doesn't go past the ribs at the end of the stick. If there's too much material on the wand, the stick, we will not be able to process the sample. Right, put it back in there. Right now we're getting ready to send it off. You can put it into the envelope and then just give it to your community health worker whenever you finish it. If that is not possible, the other option is to mail it with proper postage. That is our address, MMHP PO Box 405, Augusta, Maine. You want to make sure that you seal it, and you want to do this pretty quick after you finish the exam, like within a day of finishing the exam, because the post office might take a little bit of time. And that's it. I hope this video was helpful. Have a great day.